everybody, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Rizzo.
I'm Zero.
And I'm DK. On this episode of Anime Reaction, we watch the third episode of Steins Gate.
If you want to check out our reaction to the third episode of Steins Gate, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. I'm just going to go out there and say it. We watch both versions so that we could see all the differences between them and get both versions.
Yep.
So there.
You just happen to get the better of the two reactions.
Yeah, whichever one is better is the one that we're putting up. So it's just the way that we're going to do it.
Yep.
So we are watching both versions, so we are getting the full story. It's just we kind of want to know the differences and everything. So,
But this episode starts off right where it left off with Okarine and Subahaka doing their experiment with the single banana, the gel nana that went back to the bunch. And right at the end, Kurisu decides to show up unannounced. That's exactly where we leave off. We have a little conversation
exactly
at the
where
door.
we pick up.
Yep. Have a little conversation at the door. She walks in with her boots still on. They get yelled at for it.
There's some sass.
And she pokes at the banana.
There's a lot of sass.
Well, I mean, basically, Okarine brings her into the fold, as it were. Makes her a probationary member
Of the Future Gadget Lab.
of the Future Gadget
But
Lab.
she jokes about eating the banana.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of rather off-color jokes about...
She poked the banana, okay?
Well, she technically did eat the banana, too.
It's a
She
penis
tasted it.
joke.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
They're all made with bananas.
Tons
But
of penis jokes.
at the very end, Mayuri shows up, and right they decide to activate the microwave once again through the means of what happened.
Future Gadget number 8.
Whatever.
Details.
Through the details of what the Super Hacker decided to divulge out of nowhere, which was like an entire day late.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, by the way, it totally shut off lightning.
Totally.
That was while you were out of the office.
By the way, that's exactly how the quote wow signal was found. It wasn't found right away. It was found like 2 days later. Because the station was completely inoccupied over the weekend. And then when we were going through the data, they found it and was like, wow! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, circle. And sent it in. And that's pretty much how that's why it gets called the wow signal.
Yeah.
If you decide to look that up for those conspiracy theorists.
Indeed.
Kind of like how computer bugs were discovered.
But yeah, so they end up deciding to run another experiment with the Future Gadget number 8, and they put the fried chicken into the Future Gadget number 8, totally not a microwave. And they start running it, and they have Super Hacker send a text to Okarine's phone saying, "Okarine is a pervert." And Mayuri ends up opening up Future Gadget number 8, totally not a microwave, early.
In mid-operation.
And it shoots off
Boom!
bolts of electricity.
And everyone dies at the end.
I did not believe the Super Hacker when he said lightning.
Apparently he fucking meant it.
He fucking meant it.
Arcs of fucking lightning.
Yes. And so he
I just want to point out that lightning is immensely powerful. Like, huge.
I mean, technically, we should be saying arcs of electricity rather than saying lightning.
I know, but like, even a Tesla coil shoots out millions of watts of electricity.
I'm pretty sure it's volts.
Whatever. One of those two.
It shoots off electricity, right?
Don't get hit by it, it'll hurt.
It
It'll
shoots
suck.
off
It'll
millions
die.
of whatever.
If in case you
So
can't tell, this is a
scientific.
drunk reaction.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. It's a wasted reaction.
Lightning in itself is hundreds of times stronger than a Tesla coil. So to put that in perspective, the billions of watts, volts, whatever.
Volts. We'll call them that.
Volts. I can't believe I said that.
Watts.
Volts.
Volts. What are you, Russian?
Volts. Yeah. Duh.
At least I know my shit, okay? I know my
Clearly.
shit, but I don't know my words. Come on, guys.
Work with me here.
But yeah, lightning is, just
Immensely powerful.
huge amounts of electricity.
Don't get hit by it.
You don't get hit by it.
Anyway, future experiment number 8 throws off a bunch of arcs of electricity, and then when they get up, the fried chicken is fried.
A little too much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say it. Toasty!
And
Totally missed that.
I know.
Ocarine checks his cell phone, and the text had been sent a week before.
Yeah, but the chicken though.
Just like the text that Ocarine had sent to Supahaka.
Huh?
You know what's funny? We totally have his fucking name up, but I'm still calling him
Supahaka.
Yeah, he is not Itaru. He is straight up Supahaka.
Supahaka.
And then Kurisu Christina denies it and then runs out of the room. What
Well-
a fucking scientist.
Right.
No. What happened was Ocarine decides to say it's totally a time machine.
Yeah.
And that's when Kurisu decided to
Freaks
just
out.
nope the fuck out.
And I'm still going to put out there, what a fucking scientist.
Well, okay. To be fair, you've spent a good portion of your academic career debunking the existence of this thing. You're in the house of the scientist. You publicly humiliated, more or less, in a debate. And then all of a sudden, yeah, you have a possible time machine on your hands.
That was made by the same guy
and
you
it clicks.
humiliated?
It's a big time moment. She probably just couldn't deal with it all.
I really don't care. Any scientist worth their salt would be more interested than whatever the fuck she was.
I'm not in disagreement with you. I'm not entirely, but
I understand why she ran away. I'm just saying she's supposed to be a scientist. Part of the thing of science is maybe getting your hypothesis wrong. So, upon getting her hypothesis wrong, she shouldn't be scared and run away or whatever the fuck she was and ran away. She just, I don't know. I just think that they should have portrayed that better.
Well, it does look like she comes back in the next episode.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that she comes back. She's listed as a main character.
she's listed as a main character, and as we've learned through this episode, she's now member number 4 of the
Kids Next Door. You have number Supahaka. I mean, yeah, this is just a grown-up version of Kids Next Door, except with a more sciencey slant.
Ouch.
What's wrong?
I was actually hoping that one of you would pick up with the actual name of the organization club that they're part of, because I actually don't remember what it was.
The Future Gadget Lab?
Yes, that. Say it louder, damn it.
The Future Gadget Lab!
Okay, gotta make sure that Mike gets it.
I'm sure I'm gonna have to turn that down because it's probably clipping.
Trolled.
Anyway, so what happened after that?
What happened after that is, I believe, they decided to go out to lunch or something like that, where Ocarine and Super Haka, and yes, I would still call him Ocarine because Oka, Okabe, and Rintaro equals Ocarine.
Indeed, it does.
And also, something that I actually have against the first episode, he was introduced as Ocarine, so he will be Ocarine.
I don't give a fuck what he calls himself.
He's Ocarine.
Yeah. That's what everyone else calls him anyway.
Well, that's the thing about nicknames. You don't get to choose your own nickname.
Exactly. Everyone else gives them to you. It has to be slightly embarrassing.
Isn't that right?
Everyone.
DK.
Rizzo.
Which I won't tell anybody what it stands for.
Of course not. You can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it right sometimes.
So after the lightning bolts, and actually they went through some talk about CERN and the Large Hadron Collider.
Going back to John Titor.
Still upset that it's not CERN. It's SERN.
I would like an explanation on why it's not.
Why that gets the brand name treatment, but John Titor is spelled correctly?
Well, and then, the fact that all the 5PB works are in the same universe, and in robotics notes they use JAXA, like the actual name, and the actual launch site, and things like that.
Name, launch site, logo, if I remember correctly.
Robo One.
Yeah, Robo One, real life organization.
Yeah. I'm just wondering why CERN is the one that gets blend named. Is it because they're made as the enemy organization in this, or what? Maybe they don't want to deface a real organization.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's probably the only real reasoning that I can think of.
Maybe it's an organization based outside of Japan.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
So maybe they just bland name a foreign thing as a courtesy, because that's kind of what you do in anime, perhaps. But they name drop Japanese companies like Lawson and Family Mart all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just a little tradition. Just what you do.
Anyway.
But CERN.
Center European Research in Nuclear. Whatever is in French, I'm assuming.
Yeah. The home of the Large Hadron Collider in, I think it's northern Europe. I don't remember exactly what part of
No, I
Europe.
think it was it's in Switzerland. They said it's located just outside of Geneva.
Northern Europe?
More central.
Whatever. It was never good.
Geography.
Outside of the U.S., geography, I don't know.
Really living up to those American stereotypes.
It's actually rather sad. I actually competed and won geography B's as a kid.
Yeah, so did I.
So.
But yeah, so they go through a bunch of stuff about CERN and what they're doing with the Large Hadron Collider.
Making black holes. That's a whole. And all the steam just comes out.
Okay, I've done my own bit of studying on a Large Hadron Collider and black holes and quantum physics and astrophysics and all those things that basically are incorporated in this part of the anime. That's not how things work at the LHC. Colliding atoms together.
This is a fiction.
So. I know. Colliding molecules and atoms together does not create a black hole. It doesn't create things that are so close to the Big Bang that they can actually discern where things started. That's all like media hype and hoopla. It's a little bit more complicated than that.
A little.
A little.
A little.
And I'm just a little overweight.
Just saying.
But yeah, so then basically Ocarine tells Supahaka to check it out.
He tells him to hack CERN.
You're insane, right?
We're talking about the people who, well, okay, according to Media Hype, can create miniature black holes, and we're talking about the place where in real life the internet was invented. Or it's the World Wide Web, as we know it today.
Yep. So then, I believe, right after that, just going through the episode here to make sure that I remember right. Yeah. So then, when Ocarine's walking back to the lab, he meets with the girl who got the part-time job at the store downstairs.
Ron's little electronics shop.
Yeah. And basically, like, it's kind of a nothing conversation, but it moves along his thought process to the IBM, 5100, I believe. The computer that one woman was looking for.
SF. We'll just label
SF, yeah. And
Shining Finger.
And so she kind of gives him some information about said computer, and so he decides to run up to the lab and get online and talk to John Titor about it, because basically he would be looking for the computer because it was made before what was it?
For basic code?
Yeah, something like that.
So it has like it can read the company's proprietary code, and it's like the only PC in the world that can.
Yeah. But it ends up that John Titor gives Ocarine his email address so that Ocarine can contact him directly instead of going on message boards.
I'm guessing we can expect a few out-of-time messages coming from Titor in future episodes.
Oh, also apparently Titor, I won't say figured out, but made the hypothesis that Ocarine might have come from a different timeline, a different world line.
Yeah, he may have jumped lines.
Yeah, because basically Ocarine keeps on saying, "Oh, back when you came in 2000." But in this world line, John Titor never went to the year 2000. So,
Very curious.
And then in this world line, John Titor was proved to be a hack and liar.
in the world line that Ocarine comes from.
I know. But in this world, John Titor is just an internet hack.
Yep. And let's see, after that, Super hacks into CERN. Like, actually hacks into CERN and gets all their emails and shit.
Yeah, but especially about a certain Project Z.
Basically, Ocarine asks him to look for any mentions of time travel, which he doesn't find, which I'm really not surprised about, because any organization worth their salt would not refer to it in such simple terms.
Yeah, it's like Nintendo when they were developing the Wii. They called it Codename Dolphin.
Yeah, exactly.
You
would want to protect...
Yeah, coded correspondence in the company.
Because basically anybody who's getting the emails should know what Project Z refers to.
Exactly. Need to know basis.
Exactly.
It's like Pokemon Sun and Moon was actually Project Rainbow. The new Xbox is Project Scorpio.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, companies, especially companies with, what do you call it? Creative properties do it all the time. Like movies, most movies film under a
working title?
A working title or a code name so that people don't know what's up. Yeah. Like, especially if it's like a famous movie series, then of course they're gonna be filming under a code name. That way you don't get people flocking to the site and ruining the filming. So, but again, it's kind of the same idea. People who should know about it and they hear the name know about it people who shouldn't know about it hear the name and it doesn't mean anything.
But going through some of these emails, they find out that Project Z has successfully made miniature black holes and has resulted in the spaghettiing of one man.
Human dead.
Yep.
In big red letters.
Human dead. I'm sorry, it makes these scientists sound like cavemen. Human dead.
Ugga.
Human dead.
Like the super mutants from Fallout. Tasty woman.
If you actually touched a minuscule black hole, it might feel like a bee sting. Like you might actually like get a pinch of your skin before the black hole actually decides to disappear.
Well, yeah, that's the thing about miniature black holes. They don't stick around for very long.
Yeah.
Nanoseconds at best.
Less than nanoseconds. I mean, it's like...
to nanoseconds. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of exponents involved for how long they exist for.
It's like the antiparticle. That's pretty much what it equates to, is basically, that same time frame of the antiparticle. It's so fast that it can't even exist.
Doesn't exist.
It theoretically exists, but it would happen so fast that it physically can't exist.
But Chuck Norris could still roundhouse kick it.
Let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo. See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga talk.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming or Gaming Channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga and check out our new and improved Patreon page.
Cheers.